Plaza.
The Spanish word for a town square. Honestly, coming from the United States to Latin America shocked me in so many ways. And one of those ways was the Plaza. This is a place where everyone gets together. After Ecuador wins a game, they come to a big plaza. Any event that happens, soccer games at night, when the sun goes down, you turn on the lights and you play here. There's a basketball court, there's a church. And one of my favorite things is right behind the camera, and I'm gonna show you this right now. You might be able to guess it. Leave it in the comments below if you know where I'm taking you. You're gonna love this. Let's go. And you might think it's the cow that walks in the middle of the road. No, my favorite thing is actually this green building right here because it has fresh bread all the time. There are bread shops here in Latin America that are just incredible. You can get the sweet breads, the salty breads. I love in Chile the marraqueta bread. And honestly, it's fresh every single day. How can you go wrong when you have fresh bread any time of the day right here waiting for you? And here we are, right in front of the bread shop here. Well, it has everything. Lots of eggs, lots of bread, anything that you need from your house. So you can just walk, you don't have to take a car, and we have several bread options right here. So good. All right, going for a sweet bread today. And the best thing about eating bread and getting some bread is getting to know your neighbors. You sit there and you talk and you hang out, and it's not just a bread. It's getting to know people all around us, and that's what I really love. You sit there, you talk, you meet other people who come, and wow, it's getting windy. Let's go. Yeah.
And it's keen to eat food.
Yes. I got my food. What about yours? Oh, that's tough to eat. Let's go. Oh, wow. This right here is a hat from Africa. I was just there a couple of months ago. I was just in the United States a little while ago. I have a passport from the United States. My whole family has a passport from the United States. We are privileged people. And as privileged people, we get to pick where we get to live. And so why would I pick Ecuador over all these countries? Well, the bread shops, one. I love the plazas. We got to play soccer and hang out with some kids, and I busted my toe because I didn't bring actual shoes. I was wearing sandals when I played on concrete the other day. And honestly, the hiking is so beautiful. There's bike parks all over the place. You can do mountain biking. I signed up for this huge stage race of a 4-day 300-kilometer stage mountain bike race in the mountains of Ecuador. That's just kind of a normal thing that you could do here in Ecuador. Being outside with your family and enjoying this peaceful nature that you get to see birds in, and I love the hummingbirds and the toucans and the monkeys in the rainforest. And you have a country that has 4 different things in one country. You have the islands of the Galapagos, you have the Amazon rainforest if you just go 3 hours from here, and then you have the mountains where I'm in right now, and then you have the coastal region, which they're all such different places, but all so incredibly beautiful. Ecuador is so diverse, and it's a small country with all of those things jam-packed inside of it. And then you go on to the fresh fruits and veggies. In the United States, you pay a premium for fresh fruits and veggies. And if you want it organic, oh my goodness, you're gonna pay so much money. But here in Ecuador, you get to do that because it's the cheapest thing to do and because it's delicious and healthy, and everything is growing all year round. Mango season is usually end of December, so maybe not all year round, but you can find them. You have tropical fruits, you have bananas that are all year round. You have all of these delicious mandarins and such good paltas or aguacates or avocados that are so big and so good, and honestly, I just love them. There are so many good things about the food here. That's just scratching the surface. If you go out to a restaurant for lunch, we just went yesterday, we had soup, we had a salad, we had a main entree. Moses had some camarones, which are shrimp, and I had some chicken, and then there was a fritada with it, and a little bit of a salad, and a soda came with it for $3. Usually our meals are $2.50 for the same ones in downtown Cumbaya. How awesome is that you get to eat healthy and eat really good, not just McDonald's processed food, but it's fresh food that you're eating at one of these small stores. And then I talked about the corner stores and just how friendly the people are. When you go into a restaurant, it's not just sitting down and eating your food, unless you don't know any Spanish. People want to talk to you. People want to say hi and where are you from? And they want to get to know you. And then you get to know them and their culture and maybe where the food came from and all of these cool things. I mean, honestly, I just take it for granted sometimes, but when I go and travel and go to these other places, I realize just how good I have it. And one more thing that I really love about Ecuador is that community is still alive. I have this in my parents' house in Wisconsin, where you can cross the street and you can ask them for some sugar, literally. Here in Ecuador as well, you can cross the street and you can ask your neighbors for sugar. You get to know all of your neighbors because people here are social and they're very caring and loving. That's been my experience here in different places in the Campo where we lived and also in a suburban area right outside of Quito where you're in a gated community. Everybody still cares about each other. And I think that's something that makes Latin America in general just a special place. When we lived in Chile, it was very similar. All your neighbors knew you, they wanted to hang out, they wanted to say hi. And if there was something going on in the neighborhood, your neighborhood WhatsApp group would tell you exactly what was going on. I think for me, coming from a place like the Midwest in Wisconsin, I think that's why I fit so well into this culture here and also into Chile, is that we have this culture that cares about people. And I'm not saying that nowhere else in the United States has that. And I'm not saying all of Ecuador has that. But I am saying that it is pretty common in the Midwest where I grew up, and it's also common here that people care about each other. And I think that's something beautiful as you're looking at the news and you're seeing all the bad things on the news and you're thinking maybe that's just lost in our world today. Well, it's not. And I know it's not here, and I know it's not in parts of the United States for sure. I would say most of the United States. And that's why I love it here. That's why I feel like I fit in, is because the people are so kind and welcoming. And we got to play soccer the other day with just some friends that were playing there. Actually, didn't know them. Now we're friends. And how cool is that you're able to just go and play soccer, go up and walk to the plaza and find some new friends. Go to the corner store, go to a restaurant, you're meeting people, you're talking with people, and that's why I keep saying, learn the language of the country you're going to live in, because without it, you're missing all of these experiences that I'm sharing with you right now. They're beautiful experiences, they're fun experiences, and they get you to fall in love with the culture that you're living in if you get to know the culture and the language through it. So, anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video for today. You know when the poncho comes on, it's serious talk. And here we are, serious talk. I wish that I could get a hat that was an Ecuador hat, but this is pretty cool. South Africa hat. We just need like a map of Ecuador. Throw it on a hat. That's all you got to do, apparently. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video for today. If you did, please give it a big like, a nice comment right below of where do you live and what do you relate with? Do you relate with these things about Ecuador, about where you live, learning the language, all of these different things? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and check me out on Instagram and TikTok, Gringo y Latino. We're in for some real adventures here coming right now as my whole family goes to travel again. Get ready. It's going to be epic. All right, we'll see you guys next time. But for now, enjoy where you live, and ciao, pescado.